If you get tongue-tied and clueless while answering a few questions in IELTS speaking, then this video is just for you. Today, we are going to discuss the best strategies to deal with such situations. But before that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss another update. First of all, let us begin with understanding the format of the IELTS speaking test. In this particular test, there are three parts. The first part is introduction and interview. This is where you will be asked questions about yourself. All these questions will be about your likes, dislikes, routine, family, and other such things. Apart from that, in the second part, you will be given a question along with 3 to 4 bullet points. You will have 1 minute to prepare the story and 2 minutes to narrate it. In the next part, that is the follow-up and discussion, you will be asked questions that will be related to the cue card. Mind you, there will be no fact check of your story. It will just be to understand your opinion. This particular part will have more abstract and analytical questions. Let us also understand what are the common difficulties that a student can face in IELTS speaking. To begin with, one can make a mistake by not hearing the question correctly. Apart from that, one could also very easily go off topic or use really complex language incorrectly. Nervousness can also be a major hindrance in IELTS speaking. Apart from that, not answering questions on unfamiliar topics can be a major problem. Sometimes students get these really unfamiliar topics and they decide to avoid it. That is not what we should do. Now, it is very important for us to understand why these unexpected questions often pop up in our exam. There are three main reasons. The first one is to understand your range of vocabulary. How good you are with paraphrasing and less common topic related words, even when the topics are really unfamiliar and unusual. Apart from that, they test your ability to think on your feet. How quick can you be while responding? Lastly, evaluating language proficiency and coherence is also important. How well you can reason and justify your answer is very important. The best way to deal with these unfamiliar topics is to stay calm and composed. Listen to the question carefully. If a student doesn't listen to the question carefully, they may make mistakes in this particular area. And if in case there's something that you do not understand, or if there is a question that is really unfamiliar to you, do not hesitate to clarify. You can easily ask the examiner to repeat or rephrase the question. It is always good to take a moment to think before responding. Or maybe better yet, you can use some fillers. Now, what are fillers? Fillers are these one-line sentences or phrases that you can use in the beginning of your answer. This just buys you a little bit of time to think and come up with a better answer, right? These fillers, as the name suggests, fills the time gap and it doesn't let the silence sound really awkward, right? So let me just give you a few examples of what these fillers can look like. These are the fillers. I'm afraid I've not read much about this. However, I do have my views on it. Although I do not have expertise in this area or topic, I do have some opinions about the same. Unfortunately, my knowledge on this is limited. Having said that, I would like to share what I think about this. Lastly, to be honest, I've never given this a thought, but I feel, and then you can continue your answer there. So you can ask your examiner to rephrase or repeat your question by using these phrases. Could you repeat that, please? Could you say that again? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I did not understand the question. Could you rephrase that, please? Could you explain the question, please? Would you mind explaining what do you mean by? And then you can ask the question. So these are a few things that can help you handle unfamiliar situations in your IELTS speaking test. I hope you learned a lot in this particular session.